For Asgard, in every genre, interests, video games, sport, even celebrity, show, movie, you name it. These so called fans, all they do is complain and whine and bitch about this, about that. Oh, that's not happening. All they do is complain. Oh my goodness. They complain about movies, they complain about video games, they complain about shows, about actors, about various genres, various things. They just don't stop complaining. All they do is complain and complain and complain. Oh my goodness. They're complaining about Avengers Doomsday. They complain about the cast. They complain about X-Men. They complain about Spider-Man, Brand New Day. They complain about the casting of Storm. They complain about wrestling. They complain about Triple H. They complain about heels, about faces, about CM Punk, the how these athletes are old. These athletes are not stars. They complain about pushing. They complain about not pushing. They complain about music. They complain. Oh my goodness. They're just complaining. And YouTube, social media hasn't always been like this. Yes, you would get a few complaints here and there, but it wasn't as bad as it is today, where it is now popular and cool to complain about stuff. They complain about wokeism. They complain about all the other liberal nonsense. They complain and they complain and they complain over and over again. If you don't like what is being shown, stop paying for it, stop watching, and shut your mouth. Just stop watching. But that's the thing about people, about fans, is even when they hate something, they're still going to pay for it and watch it, or they're going to play it, or they're going to listen to it, or they're going to attend, and then they'll complain again, and then they'll just pay for it again, and they'll keep complaining. If you don't like it, shut up, move on, stop paying for it. It's like that old saying, buyer beware. You bought it, you hate it, shut up, stop complaining, don't watch it again. But a lot of these fans insist on continuing to pay and or support various companies, games, shows, TV shows, and movies, and end up watching it and they complain and they say, "Oh, we're gonna boycott. Oh, we're not gonna watch this anymore. Oh, it looks awful. I hate it." They complain, and what do? They always give in and they always watch it. Whether they pay for it or not, they find some way to watch it. They find some way to attend it. They find some way to listen to it. And what do? They will continue to complain over and over again. Know your role and shut your mouth. It is ridiculous. Even okay, most recently, to complain about Storm casting, about skin color, it's like, shut up. Shut up. If you realize, let's be a little real, I guess. Maybe she was the best audition. Maybe she had the best audition versus any. I'm gonna say it for another video. But damn, the complaints, man. People gotta stop. But I mean, it's people, man. People are the worst. They have no self discipline. None. If you don't like something, then stop watching it. Stop supporting it. If I don't like something, I'm not going to support it. But if I support it, I'm going to watch it. And if it doesn't live up to the expectation, that's on me. I pay for it. I got what I paid for. Buy beware, accept it, move on. But to keep paying for something or to watch something and complain is ridiculous. It's like, for example, Inside Out. I thought Inside Out 1 was fantastic and should have remained a standalone. Just one movie, one and done, and move on. And when I heard that they're going for the Inside Out 2, I'm like, what? No. All you need is just one movie. You didn't need two of these. Why do you need two? I've yet to see Inside Out 2. I'm a movie collector, DVD collector. I have Disney Plus. I could have watched it on there. I didn't. I could have got the DVD. I didn't. I haven't seen a trailer. I haven't seen a clip yet. That is what you call self-discipline. Not caving in to things that I don't want to see. I don't want to see it. I'm not going to watch it. Mufasa movie, the live action Mufasa movie. I didn't really think it was necessary. I mean, it was an animation maybe, but the live action, I'm not really a big too fan of that. And I haven't watched it. And I made a vow not to watch it for at least a very long time. It took me over 3-4 decades to watch Lion King 2. It took 4 decades just to see Lion King 2. Maybe 3 decades. But nevertheless, that long. That's what you call self-discipline. That's what you call self-discipline. Do I complain it wasn't good? Do I complain? No. I took a chance at it. I watched it. I didn't like it. Whereas a lot of these people will just complain just to hear themselves complaining. They'll complain even though they don't have to watch something. And I get it. There's that element of, since it's popular to complain and it works to generate views and money, people are going to do it. They're just going to complain because that's what people want. People want to hear complaints. So they're going to give them complaints so they can make that YouTube money. I get that part. But then there's those people that are just so nonsensical. I call them the NPC people because those people don't really have any control of their lives. They don't really make decisions. But they'll complain about stuff. But then go on about it and pay to see it anyways. And they'll hate on it. Then they'll complain. And they'll go buy it and go see it again. That's an NPC. NPCs do the same thing over and over and over and over again. They just do it over again. There's some NPCs that, they'll be able to do other things. But that's very minimum. That's very rare. But the usual common NPCs that like most people today, they do the same thing over and over again. Even if it's dangerous, even if it's harmful. These people will complain about shit. And they go and buy it. And they'll complain about it. Nearly everything out there they're complaining about. Everything. If you don't like it, stop watching it. These corporations don't care about you. They don't care about you, so why are you complaining? Do you think they may listen, they may watch, but at the end of the day, they don't care about your feelings. They don't care. They don't care about nostalgia. They don't care that you're a 90s child and you have nostalgia over some 90s movie. They don't care about that. These are people with agendas. These are people with their own vision, what they want to see happening. They don't care. If it's 10 millions of you that want something, they don't care. Sometimes they give in, sometimes they don't, But oftentimes on a larger scale, they just don't care. They're going to do what they want to do. They don't care. They really don't care about you fans. These creators, directors, producers, these higher ups, they don't care about you. They may say they do. They may pretend and play along. But at the end of the day, it's a money thing. They don't care about your opinion. And obviously, there's that. You always have to make good reviews, or if you don't, you can be blacklisted, things like that. There's that portion of it. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and all the smoke is clear, when these corporations, producers, directors, creators, whoever, higher ups, execs, when they look at you fans and they hear you complaining and whining, they don't care because they have agendas. And if they really did care, they would take your opinions and your complaints into consideration, but they don't. Because you always end up running right back to them. And I was just thinking of something, and like NBA 2K, I hear a lot of complaints about that. How it's like you gotta use real money and micro money and all that garbage now, and the gameplay's not that good. It's the same game every year, and guess what? A lot of these fans and these people, they come crawling right back year after year to do the same exact thing. And most of them, to almost all of them, end up complaining and complaining until the next 2K arrives and they do the same exact thing. So much complaining. Know your role and shut your mouth. Let the lightning be your sword and the sun be your shield.